Chapter 64. As the door opened, the adjacent cushions on the door and surrounding walls groaned in protest. Laura didn't know how long she had been locked in the padded room. The intense white glare seemed to disturb time. A man with shiny black dress shoes, a dark brown suit, and a black and white striped tie strolled in. He reluctantly lowered himself to sit cross-legged on the floor in front of her, back hunched, appearing uncomfortable with this seating arrangement. He held a yellow notepad in his right hand, setting it on his leg. "What time is it?" she asked, desperation sharpening her words. Sorry for your situation, Mrs. Turner, but I need to assess how you're doing. I'm Dr. Burton." With some difficulty, she sat upright in the straitjacket. "The time?" He raised an eyebrow. "The guards told me you were trying to kill yourself." She felt annoyed. The doctor ignored her question, but she tried to hide this. Annoyance wasn't going to remedy her predicament. "That's not true," she lied. "One of the inmates, Fran, attacked me. She bit me. Both of them wanted me dead." "Clumps of your hair were found on the floor of the cell." "The big one pulled my hair out." "Why would they do such things?" "I don't know. They're crazy." Disbelief squinted his eyes. "I think they're jealous. The big one wanted to do stuff to me, sexually, and I wouldn't let her." He pointed to the camera. "One of the guards monitoring this room said he heard you talking to yourself." "I was talking to the camera." "Saying you wouldn't hurt yourself anymore." "I wanted to let them know I was safe. Obviously, they put me here for my own safety. So I was just explaining that I'm okay." Dr. Burton straightened his back, and as he simultaneously wound the bottom half of his tie around his index finger, he then pointed his finger at her. "You never felt like killing yourself?" "Of course not. Why would I? There's never a good reason to die. Life is full of endless possibilities. Even if you're down one day, there are always opportunities another day. Besides, each moment is full of beauty, no matter how depressed you get. You just need to find it." She hoped she wasn't laying it on too thick, causing the man to recognize her deception. He wagged his confined finger at her. "The report from the arresting officers indicated you were holding a toddler hostage." He fumbled with the yellow notepad, flipping through several pages with his free hand. "They said you told them, 'You'll have to kill me or I'll kill the boy.'" The report also indicated that you ran through a glass window and went through another that still had falling shards. He paused, back still erect, raising his eyes to observe her. "I just wanted them to leave me alone. These are severe actions that concern me." This doctor wasn't going to let up. Anxious, Laura defended. "I needed the boy to escape. That's all. The threat was just to show I was serious. I wasn't really going to kill him. Come on, a toddler? Why would I? He had 2 broken fingers, 3 fractured ribs, and a dislocated shoulder. She continued with less conviction. I wasn't going to kill him. You're having to do an awful lot of explaining, Mrs. Turner. She gritted her teeth. She was losing control of the argument. I'm just trying to get you to understand. He looked around the white room as though seeking something lost. Your actions were harmful to yourself and others. Her head ached, trying to figure a way out of this mess. Dr. Burton might at least get her back into a regular cell where she had a chance of suicide. I robbed a house tonight, okay? Or at least I tried. I was desperate for money to survive. I got caught and I tried anything to flee. Does that sound like I don't care about myself? Does that sound like I don't care about my life? You've never felt like hurting yourself? Never developed or thought of a plan? No. He shook his head. There was also a report made tonight, several houses from the incident, with a toddler, of a possible burglary. The resident said the intruder, a woman meeting your description, wanted to die. The wife actually said the woman pleaded for death. He pulled the tie tighter around his finger, making the tip red. Laura felt blood rushing into her face, heating it. She felt shamed for being caught so thoroughly in deceit. But he didn't know she was lying. That's why he was here. I lied to her, she said quickly. She thought I was sleeping with her husband. She wanted to kill me. She slapped me and tried poking my eyes out. I told her the one thing that saved me. Rather than fighting and resisting her anger, making it worse, I went with it to try to weaken it. 2 murders occurred only a block away as well. I'm sorry, Miss Turner. I'm going to have to commit you to a locked psychiatric hospital at this time. What does that mean? She asked, knowing exactly what that meant, but feeling the need to ask anyways. He unwrapped the tie from his finger. It's a safe place for you, but I am safe. He stood up, waved at the camera, and waited by the padded door. What time is it? He didn't answer. Please, at least tell me the time. No response. I need to know. Her voice was crackly and wild. 2 guards opened the door, came in and undid the straitjacket, just enough to expose one of her shoulders. They held her firmly so she wouldn't move. Softer, more controlled, she breathed. Someone tell me the time. Just relax. The doctor wiped her skin with an alcohol swab and stuck her with a needle. What is this stuff? It's something to help you relax, Miss Turner. I don't need to. I am already relaxed. Just listen to me. But as she talked, the medication began to take effect, swooning away her mind's resistance, giving her not just relaxation, but ecstasy, like she was on the best beach in the world, drinking margaritas, listening to gentle surf, soaking in warm afternoon sunshine. She knew this was the drug's effects, but she couldn't stop it. She had to enjoy it. It was forced fun. This left an immense disquiet underneath the ecstasy.